The other day I was out riding my bike in the park when this guy stepped right out into the bike path in front of me. I figured he needed help, so I stopped, and he asked me, "Where's the botanical gardens?" Now, I'm usually perfectly happy to give directions to people and whatnot, but there was something about the way that this guy asked that made me think for a second. Now, if I needed to ask for something from a stranger, I would go up to them like, "Excuse me, sir, could you tell me how to get to Coit Tower?" Or, "Beg your pardon, ma'am, do you know where I can catch the 350 bus line?" Or if I'm feeling particularly desperate, I may go, "Hey man, do you know where there may be a restroom around here?" One thing is absolutely certain, though. I would never go up to anyone like, "Hey you, tell me where the botanical gardens are, dickface." Anyway, my occasionally ill-advised humanitarian side tried to figure out a way to give him the benefit of the doubt. I thought it was possible that he was a foreign tourist who simply did not know English all that well, or maybe when he was a kid, he was sick the week that they taught manners and common courtesy in school. But really, the most likely scenario was that he was a rude, arrogant asshole who thought that the likes of me were only put on this earth to serve and obey the likes of him. I quickly thought about what my options were and how to respond. I mean, I guess I could just tell him where the damn gardens were, but I wondered if this isn't too good for one's self-respect. I mean, if you are nice to people who are rude to you, then maybe there's some little thing in your head that will eventually start to think that you don't deserve for people to be nice to you. Another option would be to get revenge on his rudeness by giving him totally wrong directions. This would be good, juvenile fun, but it's possible that it may upset the karmic alignment of the universe. Maybe 10 years from now, this guy will be a billionaire, and he will be just about to write a $5 million check to a charity that I support, and then he'll think, "Oh yeah, 10 years ago that guy in Golden Gate Park gave me directions into the middle of the ocean," and then he'll tear up the check because I made him lose all faith in humanity. Another option would be to be rude and indignant right back at him, but I don't know if this situation was heavy enough to start an unnecessary fight. I mean, on one hand, it's noble to get into a fight in defense of your pride, but on the other hand, that might be an indication of how fragile your pride was in the first place. Anyway, in the end, I thought, the hell with it, and said, "The gardens are up the road this way, about a half a mile, and on your left." My reasoning was, if I counteracted his unpleasantness with pleasantness, then maybe he would rebuff with pleasantness. Instead, the guy walked into the direction I pointed in without saying thank you. I got back on my bike and I kept riding. Did this whole episode make me think less of myself? No, not really. Did I regret that I dealt with it in the way that I did? No, not really. Am I angry at that guy? No, not really, but it certainly wouldn't bother me if someday he spills a Pepsi on his pants and a bunch of birds crap on his head just seconds before he runs into a girl he had a crush on in the 4th grade. Tales of Mere Existence is funded in part by viewers like you. Make your contribution today at Lev's Patreon page here. And as always, please subscribe. Watch this video and this one, etc., etc. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.